All right. Big Sills. Top 10 NFL quarterbacks. Are you ready? My first list of the year. Number 10. From the Cleveland Browns, Deshaun Watson. Number 9. Dak is back. Dallas Cowboys. Number 8. Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 7. Lamar Jackson, Ravens. Top 10 quarterbacks, Big Sills. Number 6, Justin, I need to get paid, Herbert. Chargers. Number 5, Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills. Number 4, Aaron, I sit courtside next to Jessica Alba, Rodgers. New York Jets. Number 3, from the city of brotherly love, Jalen Hurts. Number 2, from Cincinnati, Joe Burrow. And number 1, from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. Watson at 10, Dak at 9. I'm going to talk about Dak in a minute here. Trevor Lawrence at 8. Lamar Jackson, 7. Justin Herbert, 6. Allen, Buffalo Bills. He slid. 5. Aaron Rodgers, Jets, 4. Hurts, 3. Burrow, 2. Mahomes, 1. Dak's the best quarterback in the NFC. How you doing? Really? We're going to get to Dak here in a minute. Dak is back. Josh made the list. He's number 5. Andy Dalton. He beat the Eagles last year. 88% completion percentage against your boy Jonathan Gannon. Awful Sills. No respect for Hurts. No, I gave him total respect. Joe Burrow's been to 2 AFC title games and a Super Bowl. Jalen's been to 1. He's more accomplished. Patrick Mahomes won Super Bowls. So you want me to put Jalen ahead of a guy who had 1 year where another guy who's had 2 consecutive years going to 2 AFC championship games? It's not happening. It's not happening. Jalen was destroyed in the first playoff appearance. Burrow went to a Super Bowl, was a quarter away from winning it, just like Jalen. He's more accomplished. He's done more than Jalen has. So I put him ahead of Rodgers. Jesus Christ, Rodgers a 4-time MVP. What more do you want? I mean, dude, for me to put Jalen Hurts ahead of Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, I don't know. Hang in there. Hang in there a little bit. You'll be all right. I mean, he is ahead of Aaron Rodgers. So Jimmy G is more accomplished than Hurts with that logic. Are you really trying to say that you think that Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Joe Burrow? Well, here, let's do this. If you take the accomplishment, the team accomplishment away from Jalen and both players, who's done more statistically? Burrow. If you take the Super Bowl away from Jalen, he's not more accomplished than Burrow, and he's not a better player. He is not a better ball player. Jalen Hurts has had one season. One. That's it. And I put him ahead of Rodgers. Okay, you think he is? Fine. I'm not debating it. I'm going by their resumes. Herbert, Jalen's ahead of Herbert. Lamar Jackson's behind Justin Herbert because he's been injured. Here, Mahomes, because he's won. Joe Burrow, because he's been consistently good. Jalen's had 1 year of being good. 1 year. That's it. One season of being good. No other way to look at it. Jalen Hurts has had one season of being good. The fact that Jalen is above Rodgers on your list is a win for me. Dirty D. We're going to find out a lot about Jalen this year and Joe Burrow this year. By the way, this is all moving pieces. The only guy that's going to be solidified at the top of that list and what he's done over the last 5 years has been Mahomes. Mahomes could go 0-16 this year and still be the number one quarterback because of his elite consistency. Here, let me throw that out at you again. Okay? Yelko, he has been ascending over the last 3 years. Are you under some sort of guise that Joe Burrow hasn't been ascending over the last 3 years also? Is that what you're saying too, Yale? That you think Jalen has ascended more than Joe Burrow? I don't. I do not. By the way, he's got great talent around him. So does your dude. And he had the 28th worst O-line in the NFL. Jalen Hurts cannot perform behind the 28th worst O-line in the league. That guy has. And he's in an organization that's a shit environment with Mike Brown. Okay. Jalen has better talent around him. He does. And Burrow is still winning in spite of the shitty O-line. Okay? Dude, he's third. Relax. All good. Your boy's getting there. Dan, Lamar does not suck. It sucks that Lamar's been injured. Okay? Yeah, and by the way, Burrow over Jalen? Hey, man, I would say of all these quarterbacks, Deshaun Watson, most pressure. Let me say this to you. Do you know that this is the Dak Prescott's deal's up in 2024? Do you know that? If you're the Cowboys, do you extend them? Do you start talking extension now with Dak? Yes or no? Do you start talking extension with Dak? Yale says no. You're not giving Dak an extension. Let me send this to Rick Berry. See if we can chase down Rick here. They should extend Dak for life. Why? Dak Prescott, $50 million? He's won shit. Dak is not, I'm not paying Dak anymore. Dak doesn't win this year. I think this year's a big year for Dak Prescott. If I'm the Dallas Cowboys and this guy shits the bed again and he doesn't get this team to an NFC title game, I don't know how you keep going along with it. You're burning money. If you could move on from Derek Carr, you got to move on from Prescott. I don't know how you sit here and you're not prepared to play here, and you're not prepared to sit here and start having a come to Jesus conversation. When is Dak going to win? Dude, going 12-5 every year is not good enough when you're making $50 million. Jalen Hurts is in this conversation now, guys. Jalen Hurts is in this conversation. You think they're going to pay Jalen Hurts $51 million just to win NFC East titles? Your guy's in the line now. No longer is it about, well, hey, he'll get $4,000 passing and we'll do. That means nothing. He's in the land of expectations now, Jalen Hurts. This is not just about sitting around going like this. Hey, you see that season, Jalen? I don't care about that. You know what, quite frankly, when someone told me or they start talking to me about Patrick Mahomes breaking the single season passing record and throwing for 40 some odd touchdowns, I don't care. Because I'm now gauging you against Brady, Manning, and Montana. The rest of it means nothing. They're empty calorie conversations. And Dak is in the land of empty calorie conversations. Dak Prescott is the black version of Kirk Cousins. He's Kirk Cousins. Him and Kirk Cousins are cousins. They're cousins. What's different? There's only one thing different about them two dudes. One plays in Minneapolis, and the other one plays in Dallas. They cousins, right, Tyler? Dude, there's only one thing different than them two dudes. Well, the helmet. Okay, there's two. What have they won? They've won nothing. Kurt has more money? I don't know about that. Well, hey, Tone, can you make sure we send that to, I know you probably did. It's Rick. He's old. He's going to kick my ass for it. See if we could send him that link again. I know you, Tone, you don't have to tell me. I know. I was sending for it. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Okay. Man, I might have to speak up. Oh, man. Oh, God. You never know. Oh. I hope they keep Dak. I know. Hey, see, Matt's an Eagle fan. Dude, I pray to God they keep Dak and Jerry. Hey, for the record, you see what the Cowboys are talking now? Contract extension with CeeDee Lamb. Another dude they're going to overpay. CeeDee Lamb. If CeeDee Lamb played on the Eagles, he'd be the third receiver. Am I wrong? Hey, Eagle, am I wrong? If CeeDee Lamb played in Philly, he'd take Quez's job. Right? But the Cowboys are going to pay him top flight money. It just makes no sense. It just makes no sense. Absolutely. I mean, but the Cowboys, they run into this all the time. Let's see. We sent it again. Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't know. Tell him to check his spam. Where did you send it? Tone, can you call him, please? Can you just please let me? I don't want to be producing the show on the fly here. Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Just check it. Dallas needs a GM, but the owner is in love with him. The owner becomes in love with every single one of his guys that he drafts. Do you understand? What happens with Jerry is Jerry loves the guys he drafts so much that there's not a buffer in the middle. The owner drafts the players is the biggest mistake you can have because the owner falls in love with them and the owner wants to do right by them. And there's no guy in the middle. There's just no guy in the middle. Let me take a timeout, see if we can rectify this. And we'll do it. Keep it here.